Welcome back to the Room32 Podcast. I'm here with the special guest, Jackson Navoa.
Hello.
Jackson, can you introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, I'm Jackson, and I'm an eighth grader, taking KTV for 2 years.
Oh, nice. Okay, can you tell me why you took KTV in the first place, and also why you took KTV again as your second year elective when there's so many different choices at Kenworth?
I took KTV the first year because I kind of liked acting and stuff, and this is the closest thing to it, and it just seemed really interesting. And I was proven right in my first year, so that's why I took it a second time, along with having a lot of friends in those class that also took it. So
Yeah, what people don't know is that this is the second take of this video, and unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties. But the last time we took this video, you talked about the friends that you made. You want to talk about those friends and maybe give them a shout out?
yeah, bro. Behind the camera, we got Cole DeVost, as I like to call him, and then I got Dylan Freddy. And yeah, I met them both in KTV, so that was pretty cool.
Okay, and can you talk about the relationship that you've kind of established with these guys and what they might yeah, like just talk about them in KTV real quick.
Yeah, they're my home dogs, and they're also returners. So like, we really help everybody out, and we're a vital part to KTV.
If you don't say so yourself. But I will say that you have done an exceptional job, as well as Cole and Dylan. And I'm really happy to have you guys as second year returners. And normally, if someone returns back to KTV, they are a huge influence and a huge help to what happens in our room. But let's talk about something that's more fundamental in the classroom, which is all of the jobs that are in KTV. Can you just highlight some of the jobs and how KTV works real quick?
Mhm. So obviously you have the anchors who go on KTV, but they also write their own script. Um, so yeah, that's they can be really creative with that. They can basically write anything they want, and that's one of the most popular jobs, I would say. And then we got the sports and weather, which is kind of just a mini anchor with just like a specialty in one area. And then we got the tech team that runs the show. Three main components of that is the main one's the TriCaster, which is the computer that records everything. So you got the person in charge of that, and then you got the bus who controls the cameras that you all see, and then you got audio, which it's pretty self-explanatory.
That's awesome. Um, can you tell me like what it is about KTV that makes this class special for you?
It's just the creativity and the freedom. I mean, you can really just do basically anything you want, and that's not something that you can do in most other classes.
Nice. Can you tell me the most difficult job that you've had in KTV out of all of the jobs, be it the anchor, um, making graphics, or even being the floor manager, and all the way to the TriCaster?
Well, the hardest section is definitely the tech team. TriCaster and bus are really hard, but I have to say that I think that bus is, in my opinion, harder than TriCaster because during the show, bus is working nonstop, changing the camera every couple seconds, while TriCaster is kind of just, you know, playing the graphics, and that's really all they have to do during the show. But the bus has to make sure the camera is on the person who's talking, load the videos, make sure that they don't make anybody look stupid by just staring at the camera. So that's probably the hardest job for me.
And you know what? Thinking about the progression of how you move through that TriCaster setup, the bus is the first thing that you have to do.
Yeah, I think that you should make it change audio because that's definitely the easiest one.
Right. Yeah. However, like being on the audio is not something that where you get to manipulate very much stuff. And I feel like the audio person, it's these are difficult decisions. And my predecessor, not my predecessor, my the person that I worked most closely with in developing the studio, this is like a work in progress for us, and we're trying to figure out the best way to do things. And again, shout out to Mrs. Bradley for helping create this amazing studio and bringing all the money and creativity and like the workhorse engine into KTV and also the organization. But like I said, this is a work in progress, and us trying to figure out how to run the show has just been trial by fire.
Mm.
But it's important to talk to you guys about how the show runs and what your experiences is so that we can make the show better. It looks like we've run out of time today. Jackson, thank you very much for showing up.
Thank you.
I hope the sound effects do play because they haven't been playing before. But again, huge props to you, Jackson, for doing a tremendous job. And we'll see you next time on the Room 32 podcast.